Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Dangerous Relationship along Taiga Saeba's route. We are on Chapter 6 with him, a gourmet report on jealousy. Which reminds me, the last chapter was called something about a gift of roses, but there were no roses in it that I can remember. So I don't know why it was called that. Let's see if this episode actually has something to do with, food. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. One day we went together for a shoot on location. It was supposed to be two hot stars enjoying a meal together. Supposedly, it would be used in a magazine aimed at women. He would be joined by the handsome and charming Akira Senba. Oh no. Why him of all people? Due to that, perhaps, Taiga was particularly moody on the bus there.
I hate shooting on location.
But work is work. You should try your best regardless.
Sounds like something a mother would say.
It does? Ever since hearing the story at the cafe, I'd been acting differently.
Makes you sound like an old hag.
Taiga caught on to that change real quick. Old hag? Thanks.
I don't need you to be my mother. Then again, you are older than me. I might as well be a granny.
I'm older than him? How old am I supposed to be? It's only by 1 year. I pouted and puffed my cheeks, only to be attacked by his lips.
I'll enjoy it.
I closed my eyes and tried to enjoy it to its fullest.
You're awfully honest today. Crap, you turned on already. Dirili.
His lips pushed onto mine once again, but this time his tongue worked its way in.
I hate having my picture taken when I eat.
Taiga.
I'd much rather eat you right here.
His words so easily lured and entranced my emotions to his bidding. Not here.
Quiet, I'll shut you up.
Taiga lunged to my lips and sucked all the air out of my mouth. I blinked my eyes open, only to see his desperate and craving face before me. You started it. You're the one who worked yourself up. My heart pounded relentlessly, and I couldn't help but to kiss back.
Aggressive. I like it.
He slid his hand down and groped my body. Taiga, no, it's almost time.
This is more important. Besides, you want it so bad I can feel it.
Passionate eyes stared into mine without as much as a blink.
I can't stop here.
Taiga! Twisting his nose to my neck, he sniffed and smelled my skin.
I love your smell.
His tongue tickled my neck, making me squeal and moan.
Come on, squirm.
He teased me with a smile while sliding his hand into my skirt. Taiga, wait! Not here!
I can't wait.
Stop!
It's too late.
His cold hand wiggled between my warm thighs. I shook uncontrollably at the sensation. When his fingers started moving, a moan forced its way to my mouth. I squeezed my lips shut to keep it from coming out. Just then, he tore my lips open with a deep kiss. Ugh! As he bit playfully on my lips, I could no longer form a sentence. His warm tongue had melted my heart and mind. And then...
Akira Senba's here. We're ready to shoot.
Someone from staff shouted out, and Taiga stopped moving immediately.
Time out.
He clicked his tongue and let me free, clearly unsatisfied. Huh.
Come on.
Alright. Using his thumb, he wiped off his slick lips. I was still too dazed to even follow him. However, Taiga turned around and came straight back to me. What?
Your lips are all dirty.
And whose fault is that? He rolled his tongue around my lips as if licking a plate clean. The sensation of his tongue moving across me put goosebumps all over my skin.
Damn, I just made it worse.
He snickered while wiping off my lips with his sleeve. You'll get it dirty.
Don't care. You are the one who cleans it.
With a teasing grin, he walked away with large strides. It was hard to believe what he did sometimes.
Come on already.
Taiga said to me without even looking back. I hurried up and scampered off to follow him. God, I love this man. My head was still spinning from his attack by the time we reached the location. Akira was already there waiting for Taiga. I had a bad feeling about this. Last time, Taiga pulled me away from him, and we left without saying anything. Akira was probably angry for dismissing him like that.
Hey, Dirili. Good morning.
Good morning.
You Taiga's stylist today?
Yeah.
That's nice. You guys are good together.
Huh?
I bet Taiga really gets along with his staff, doesn't he?
I had almost misinterpreted that. Thankfully, Akira seemed to be a little more dense than usual. Glancing at Taiga, I saw him staring rather disgusted at Akira. Taiga, you need to greet him. Whispering in Taiga's ear, he clicked his tongue before changing into a friendly face.
Hello there, Akira. Good morning. Hey, Taiga. Your fashion show the other day was great. Bet you weren't watching.
Taiga muttered under his breath.
Huh? I'm really glad you made it. Thanks for coming to see me. By the way, Taiga, about Dirili, We're starting the shooting now.
Someone from staff shouted out and cut Akira short. What was he going to say? Hey, isn't this the restaurant from Office Lovers? Maybe I'm wrong. As soon as the cameras came nearby, their faces transformed instantly. Taiga put on his typical smile, which had fooled everyone so well. Akira dazzled before the camera as well, and I knew why so many women adored him. Pedestrians took notice of the shooting and started to gather around. They realized who was there and started happily snapping away photos.
Please refrain from taking pictures.
The two men continued eating, completely ignoring the uproar around them.
The mood is too dreary. Why don't you two talk about something to liven it up?
Taiga's face twitched so lightly that only I, who knew him well, could see it. Without giving himself away, he broke into a cordial conversation.
Say, Akira, do you have a girlfriend? Why do you ask? You seem like the kind of guy who would be popular with the ladies.
Surely Taiga didn't believe in that, but he asked anyway.
I do actually, Dirili.
Well, that's news to me. Huh?
Really?
Taiga struggled to maintain the most pleasant face he could muster.
Not really. I prefer someone like her, though. Yeah. She's adorable, isn't she?
Akira blurted out with an innocent smile.
Keep it up. I'm getting good ones here. Lucky guy. I'd like to make her my stylist, too. She's awfully busy. I don't think she could squeeze you on her schedule, too. Come on. You can let me borrow her once in a while, right? Borrow? Then I could hold hands with her again like the other day. Uh-oh.
You're gonna really mess... Oh, no. Bang! Taiga launched up from his chair, making the table rattle as he struck it.
What's the matter?
Was Taiga going to say something to him?
I need to use the restroom. Fine by me. I got what I wanted anyway. Show's over. Nice work, everyone.
Well, that was fast. You got everything already, huh? Good job. I scanned the area to look for Taiga. He had disappeared from the set so quickly, I started to worry. Unable to find him, I returned to the bus to sort clothes when Akira showed up.
Can I come aboard?
No! You're gonna get us killed! Sorry, no. I would like to live.
Huh?
I need to talk to Taiga about the wardrobe. I don't have time to chat.
It'll just take a second.
When I glanced toward the bus entrance, Taiga was standing there silently. Our eyes met. He began to walk towards us slowly. Akira, not having seen him, continued to talk unaware.
I never got your answer from before.
About what?
Going to eat sometime.
Akira reached out to hold my hand, like he so often did. Before he could, Taiga quickly stepped in and snatched his hand away from me.
Can you cut that out? She's mine. She's yours. Are you dating? So you're the girl from the magazine?
The chief had warned me not to let our relationship be known in the industry. No one knowing about us was the main reason why it hasn't caused a problem yet.
That's not her in the picture.
When Taiga noticed how pale and shocked I looked, he stepped in to cover for me.
I only meant she's my stylist. I'd be grateful if you would stop pestering her so much. It's no big deal. She doesn't mind, right? I get the impression she doesn't like it.
A dreadful atmosphere filled the bus.
Why do you keep getting in my way? I'm not. You're imagining things. You like her, don't you? That's why you're trying to keep me from taking her away.
Taiga glanced at my face. Was he planning on denying it or not?
That's fine. That makes us rivals then.
Akira boldly declared to him before marching off the bus.
Damn it.
Taiga shook his head and sighed. Why didn't you just deny it?
What?
You could have said you didn't like me. You could have stopped it there.
I can't lie about how I feel about you.
Thank you. He snorted, while the setting sun colored his face red.
We'll go to your house today.
What? We can't! Someone will...
Shut up. I already decided.
Taiga pestered me about it until I had to give in. I made him change into different clothes so no one would know it was him. Hopefully no one would figure out who I had sneaked into my house.
What a tiny place.
He sneered at me, though he looked positively happy doing so. Of course it is, compared to what you... Before I knew it, Taiga had pinned my arms behind my back and held on to me. Hey!
Timeout is over. Time to resume the game.
What? Later? I don't want to say later, but I must. Later, I want to make something to eat first.
I'm fine eating just you.
He peeked over my shoulder and stared into my eyes. When he gave me that look, I couldn't turn him away. His desperate gaze and amorous eyes were too much for my heart to resist.
Up you go.
Knowing I wouldn't fight back, he scooped me into his arms.
God, you're heavy.
Ugh. How romantic you are! Shut up, let me go!
Don't move or I'll end up dropping you on the floor.
He bounced me onto the bed and leapt on top of me.
Now, no one can get in our way. You're all mine.
He rained gentle and passionate kisses onto my lips.
I won't let anyone else take you away.
As if holding it in for so long, he spewed out his emotions all at once. His tongue went wild inside my mouth. Taiga!
Don't talk.
Talking meant we weren't kissing, so I wanted to avoid that at all costs. Taiga always touched me gently, no matter how rough his voice made him seem. Really? I get the impression he's rather aggressive with us. Why do they keep saying all the guys are gentle, and yet they tire us out? He would care for me like a delicate flower, but today was different.
You're mine, right?
He asked, while peeling off my clothes and feeling my body. With his tongue flicking my breasts, a moan escaped from my lips.
You don't have to hold it in. No one can hear but me.
He steamed ahead, fondling me all over with a glowing red face. It was as if he was rushing, hurrying to make love to me before something happened. I reached out to hold his cheeks and tell him not to worry. Before I even could, he dove in and covered my lips.
Dirili. Dirili.
Hmm?
Do you love me?
I hummed a yes while nodding between his kisses. His hand drifted down my torso and pushed apart my legs. Taiga pushed his legs in between, and then his body. Taiga, no! Slow down!
No, you can't stop me now.
While his fingers worked me, he teased me with a sinister smile. I squirmed and moaned, my body reacting against my will.
You want more. I know you do.
My body rocked back and forth, overwhelming my senses with pleasure. As my mind hazed with bliss, even Taiga's face became blurry.
Dirili. Dirili.
His coarse voice groaned my name over and over. Every time he said it, it reminded me of how much I loved him. I gently brushed Taiga's hair as he lay down in bed. The sweet scent of sweat permeated the air.
Dirili.
Yeah?
Every day.
Every day what?
You're more and more lewd every day.
Hey, shut up! When I turned away to pout, he started laughing at me. He wrapped his arms around me from behind.
Nothing wrong with being lewd.
Taiga whispered in my ear while kissing the edge of my ear.
As long as it's just me.
Hmm? I asked again, not hearing what he had muttered.
Dirili.
Yeah?
I'm worried.
He said out of the blue as we sat in bed. You are? His needy eyes stared back at me when I turned toward him. Hold him. The urge to hold him swelled up, and I pulled his head into my chest. Let me comfort you. I didn't know why he was worried, but I could at least let him know I cared. Did he not want to talk about it?
Dirili.
What?
With these in front of me, it's making me want to do it again.
Taiga poked me in the breasts and squeezed them. When I jumped away, he cackled with a teasing smile. He was acting like normal again, which relieved me more than anything else. Taiga clung to my side for so long that he fell asleep still clutching me, Oh, that's so cute and sweet. Oh, I love you, Taiga. On the flip side, the sun was already peeking over the horizon when he shut his eyes. Taiga, wake up. I felt terrible for having to wake him up on such little sleep. Still, he would have to if he wanted to make it in time for work. You've got to go early today, right? He squirmed around with blankets still wrapped all around him. Taiga! When I ripped the blankets off him, he blinked and squinted his eyes from the brightness. The sight was so adorable to see, a smile broke across my face.
What the hell's so funny?
He asked in a slurred, half-asleep stupor. Barely managing to keep his eyes open, his hands groped the air in front of him. When they found my arm, he yanked me hard and pulled me right into the bed again. Gah!
Don't you go me.
You're going to be late. He squeezed me tight and closed his eyes without a care in the world. At least I tried to wake him. Just a bit longer, I decided, and joined him in his nap. Uh-oh. Did we just totally skip work?
Crap. What the hell? Why didn't you wake me up?
I tried, but then I fell asleep too.
What, are you, a baby?
Why didn't you wake yourself up? Why didn't you set an alarm? What am I, your keeper? It was only 30 minutes before his work, so he frantically hurried to get ready. I'm sorry. What do I have to be sorry for? Don't apologize, Dirili. He thrust towards me to give me a quick peck on the lips.
See ya.
Bye-bye. That rushed morning feeling and goodbye kiss touched my heart. It made me completely forget about the worries that plagued his mind. Oh, that was such a short chapter. Why was it so short? Well, chapter 7 will be where the misunderstandings lead. That doesn't sound good. I don't want misunderstandings. I want to get closer. I want to comfort him. And I want to make him happy. We have to make sure Akira gets put in his place. Sorry, buddy. We don't love you in this route. I think I'll read him next. So I hope to see you in my next video with him, which should be shortly. Well, within the next couple hours or so. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.